Warm greetings to the esteemed audience and jurors. Permit me to commence with a note, humble prelude to the conversation that will unfold. O fearful meditation, where alack, shall time's best jewel from time's chest lie hid? Or what strong hand can hold his swift foot back? Or who his spoil of beauty can forbid?
Shakespeare's Sonnet 65 beautifully reflects on time's relentless passage and its impact on beauty and mortality. It questions where the most precious things of time can be preserved, who can halt its advance, and who can prevent the loss of beauty over time. The sonnet contemplates aging and life's fleeting nature, resonating with our own experiences, advancements, and urban developments. Look at the rapid growth of the urban landscape. Cities have become unrecognizably indifferent to each other. What are your thoughts?
My thoughts? Oh, definitely. The cities have lost their old charm while striving to establish itself as a global city. The city herself has forgotten her core values.
Core values is it?
Yes, core values. The remembrance of the history, the struggle, the tales of the people creates an identity. As we step further away from these and closer to the advancements, the city loses its identity. You must understand, it indeed is the original that is the loudest voice.
But embracing culture seems to be a hindrance to the development. It acts as a constraint.
Not really. Culture is pivotal in catalyzing economic prosperity, fostering inclusive communities, and infusing vitality into marginalized urban spaces. Kochi serves as an excellent example of this phenomenon.
Kochi, huh? It's got quite a history, I hear.
നമ്മൾ കൊച്ചിയാണ്, അറബിക്കടലിന്റെ റാണിയാണ്. ബ്രിട്ടീഷുകാരൊക്കെ മിനി ഇംഗ്ലണ്ട് എന്നൊക്കെ പറയും, പോർച്ചുഗീസുകാരെ ലിറ്റിൽ ലിസ്ബൺ എന്നും പറയും, ഡച്ചുകാരൊക്കെ ഹോംലി ഹോളണ്ട് എന്നും പറയും. എല്ലാവരും എന്നെ സ്നേഹത്തോടെ ഇങ്ങനെ വിളിക്കും. ധാരാളം സഞ്ചാരികളും വ്യാപാരികളും നമ്മളുടെ ഈ തുറമുഖം വഴി ഇവിടെ കാലുകുത്തിയിട്ടുണ്ട്. അറബികളുണ്ട്, യഹൂദരുണ്ട്, ചൈനക്കാരുണ്ട്, പോർച്ചുഗീസുകാരുണ്ട്, എത്രയോ വിദേശികൾ. കൊച്ചാഴിയായ എന്നെ കൊച്ചിന്നും പിന്നീട് കൊച്ചിന്നും വിളിച്ചിരുന്നു.
The sound of the horn reminds me of Kochi's harbor. It was a hub of trade and cultural synthesis, bringing together diverse cultures and religions.
The city's significance grew as trade shifted from Muziris to Fort Kochi after a major flood. Fort Kochi became an administrative under the British rule, prompting further urban development inwards. Trade activity as a result moved to Broadway and later expanded to MG Road, transforming it into a central business district. This expansion created job opportunities, fueling urban sprawl as people flocked into the city.
Kochi's economic evolution from a port-centric economy to a diverse commercial landscape has replaced it into a modern metropolis. However, it also led to a disconnect from its rich culture heritage and comes with issues of gentrification due to the centralized nature of urban development and prioritization of transit-oriented development.
From what I have understood, the implementation of government initiatives in Kochi has been challenging due to lack of participatory approach. The approach of one size fits all is easy on cost and time, but has hindered positive transformations for the citizen. It is not what the citizens are truly looking out for. Any city in India or across the globe cannot have a generic approach for solutions since it is overly sensitive to context.
Seriously, you think so?
Yes, indeed.
Then we must ensure residents feel a sense of ownership in preserving cultural heritage, aligning development with the city's history and values. Louis Munford describes cities evolving from rustic settlements to bustling market towns, thriving cities, and interconnected metropolises. However, the city eventually declines, fading into obscurity until it becomes a silent testament to its demise.
Kochi's regeneration relies on reconnecting with its past while embracing modernization and balancing tradition and progress. Revitalizing cultural heritage ensures longevity, drawing from successful efforts in cities like Glasgow, Gothenburg, Malmo, and Shanghai. Kochi can adopt a policy framework centered on culture, skill enhancement, resilience planning, participatory governance, and transparent decision making. This approach revitalizes old charms and improves public spaces, transit systems, and accessibility. Crucially, it must be tailored uniquely to each city, respecting its culture, art, and history.
The answer is simple, but to achieve it, it is complex. We give much importance to the linguistic aspects. The How do we achieve that?
Kate.
Understand the implementation of the strategies at a city level. Let's take the example of a high street that acts as a microcosm of the city. An example of such a street is the Cannon Shed Road, a seemingly ordinary to the untrained eye, but rich in hidden historical layers. The road that connects the boat jetty, it was where Swami Vivekananda met Chattambai Swamis. Building is between just the four boundaries of the site. It is beyond that actually. We have a responsibility beyond that, and the only way to do is to take ourselves forward at the first step, and then rest to follow. In fact, we are planning to set up an organization called Kochi Means Kochi. Yeah.
So basically, you're trying to say that the role of the architect and of bringing the public realm or the public, cultural heritage, better known to the people, so that there is a sense of ownership.
The simple method of doing that, that untangible method itself brings a lot of tangibility to it.
So you are trying to document oral history, trying to record, and trying to
Not just record, there are some slides where we have tried to do some proposals also.
proposals in terms of intervention.
Interventions. Like there is a point where Swami Vivekananda came in actually, which very few people know about.
Yeah, but the problem statement that you are making is bringing this hidden cultural layer to the public.
Correct.
So in that, intervention will not come. Maybe you will have to develop a pattern of how to bring it to the public at best.
For that, what we want to do is we want to conduct events there. We want to,
I'd like to take this to the role of what is research.
the research.
Right now we are talking about research, right? So I'd like to stick to the argument if we are talking that where is the research in this? Yeah? So let's please speak to that.
The research is simple, madam, is to make sure that the people is also being
That's what
put.
she's trying to say that to take it to the people. That's what